McMinn County underneath with Tucker Monroe to key it in. Quick inbounds to Smith in the corner. He'll get it back out front to Evans. Back to Monroe. He'll fire the triple, and it's nothing but nylon for the senior. His first field goal, and the Cherokees have their first lead of 1. 2 minutes to go, under 2 minutes to go here, first quarter action. Brooks brings it up. He's on the far side of the court. Frazier trying to pick him up. Brooks Euro step into the lane, missed the layup. There's a rebound pulled down by Smith with the help of Hester. Quickly up to Monroe, going to pull another one. That one looked like it partially got deflected, but it's going to be a miss and could not save it out of bounds. So McMinn County will hit the first substitution of the night. That's going to be Trent Peak, number 11, the 5'10 junior guard, checking in for Randy Casey's ball club. Cleveland not hitting the substitution yet. There's Peak him up and hands it off to Hyder. Hyder guarded by Monroe. Frazier intercepts the pass up full court. Hyder's going to try to catch up. Frazier missed it, but Monroe's putback is no good. Cherokees struggling there. Perfect opportunity missed. We saw that late in the first game down here from Raider Arena where they missed easy ones inside. Shot off the mark there by Hyder. Smith grabs his third board, and they'll reset it with exactly 1 minute to play. First quarter, leading it by 1. 9-8. It's going to be Frazier out front against Leeper. Looks back to Coach Randy Casey to get the signal. Coach Tucker calls out the same signal. He's done his film work on McMinn County. 43 seconds to go. Here's Monroe setting a screen for Smith. Smith back to Frazier on the little underhand pass. Frazier will reset. 34 seconds to go. Here goes a screen. Smith setting it to the right. Now he rolls on the pick and roll. Triple teamed inside, and he's going to get called for the travel. Coach Casey thought he was upset about no call inside, but more frustrated with how they set up that offensive play with 26.3 remaining.
I think he had 3 people on him down low, so it was going to be difficult to get a shot off.
Somebody else was open for sure. Here comes Salt in transition over to Hyder, left wing. Hyder looks to the right side, and he travels with it. Good anticipation by Reese Frazier. He's the reason that one happened. He had cut off the passing lane, and Hyder took an extra step, and here's the first sub for Cleveland. Leeper will exit, and it'll be number 12, L.J. Adams, a 6'3 junior forward, will check in. Evans back in from McMinn County, and it's going to be Frazier Frazier has the ball. It's Hester that goes out of the ball game. Frazier up top of the key, finds help with Monroe. He's got Adams all on him. Backdoor feed to Evans. Got it to Smith, but Smith could not get the shot off before the buzzer sounds. And so here we are at the end of the first quarter. Each team's had the lead, and it's the Cherokees holding it here by 1 at the end of the first, 9-8. We'll be back from Raider Arena in 60 seconds.
Count on Star Regional Medical Center to care for your heart. We offer a range of...
So we'll see if it stays a low-scoring affair or not. It's Leeper in the backcourt. Evans dives in to get it. Evans gets it back to Smith. Back to Evans it goes. And it's going to be Leeper that blocks it out of bounds at the last second. Good hands by both guards right there. Evans hit the deck hard. Hester's going to check back in here for McMinn County. Evans with a great steal there. And they'll keep it on the offensive end. Chance to extend their largest lead. Shot inside off the mark. Pulled down here by Thomas. And it's going to be cleared out to Brooks. Brooks picked up by Peak. Battle of the 11s right there at midcourt. 5-second call's got to be there. That was a big 5 seconds, but Brooks still with it. Bounces at high post to Salt. Salt's got Hester on him. Kick out to Leeper on the left wing. Leeper bounce pass into Salt, who just had a pick and roll, and he is wide open. He's got 6 to lead the Blue Raiders, and they're back in front by 1. 7:15 to go. Now McMinn County keeping it on the perimeter. Frazier spins into the lane, goes up strong. Missed it. It goes over the board. Now Leeper's going to lose it. It goes out of bounds off of him. Coach Tucker wanted the foul call. McMinn County couldn't get the foul shot. Well, the Frazier take as he went up strong against Thomas.
And Cleveland does have a size advantage, I think.
They do. I do think McMinn's bench is a little bit more depth, but here's a double pump by Frazier. No good on the shot. Leaper's got another board. He comes up racing left side of the lane. Layup does roll in for Leaper. His first bucket. He's playing with 2 fouls here. And it's back to a 3-point game. Now Evans, though, answers back and gets the and one opportunity coming his way.
He just needs like a step to get ahead of you, and he sees that lane open, and he's gone. And you cannot catch him.
And there it is, the 3rd foul on Gabe Leaper. It's a little bit of a gamble by Coach Tucker. And it's going to send Davion Evans to the line. Min County missing the first and one opportunity. But you're right. I mean, Davion Evans, if he can get that first step, he is by most guards in this league. And he has a chance here at the line to knock this one up at 12 apiece. 6:42 to play in the half. And we are tied up. Great job by Davion Evans, the senior guard, all-district tournament. Let's see. McMinn County has still man-to-man defense being shown. It's going to be Brooks trying to get past Peak. Double high screen by Thomas and Salt. They go opposite. A little elbow shot off the mark. Monroe back into the ballgame, picks up the rebound for the Cherokees. Monroe takes it to the left side, hands it off to the guard and Evans. Evans a little behind the back, looking for some help. It'll be Hester to reset. Knotted up 12 apiece. Monroe comes and gets it from Hester. Now it'll be handed off to Peak. Just 3-man weave on the perimeter as Monroe catches it near the top of the key. Over it goes to Hester, trying to go baseline against Leaper. Needs some help from Evans. Evans will reset it. Smith going to set a high screen. Evans even. Now a feed across the lane to Hayden Smith, and a great job on the give and go by McMinn County. Great pick and roll, really, is what it was. McMinn County back in front, and they're up by 2. Their largest lead. Inside, here's Brooks.
There's nothing you can do about that shot.
He got
reverse
layup and made it look easy. So we're knotted back up 14 apiece. Here's Monroe. Gets into the corner to Smith. Smith circles into the lane. Corner pass, extra one to Peak. Peak dribbles in. Now it's out to Evans, who takes a drive in. Blocked hard there by Hyder, and they are literally not going to call anything against Cleveland when McMinn takes it in, except if they maybe hit the deck.
No, they're letting us play for sure.
That's at least 6 blocks, I think, by the Cleveland defense, it feels like. Maybe a few less, but that one was big. But McMinn County retains possession. Approaching the 5-minute mark here, second quarter action. Evans gets to the right side of the lane, finds an open Hester in the far corner. Hester's shot off the backside, rebounded here by Brooks. Number 3 into the ballgame, Camden Gover missed it. Salt misses the take inside, but it's knocked out of bounds by McMinn County. See Principal Joe Young over there getting a little animated at that call. Just wanting them to grab it. Frazier back in. Evans will take a breather. And there's going to be a timeout here by Cleveland. With it tied up 14 apiece and under 5 to play in the second quarter. We'll be back with a 30-second timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
Did you know that All Things Exterior has the largest selection of vinyl siding and metal roofing in this area? Hi, I'm Buffy Jones, inviting you to stop by and see how we can help with your construction or home improvement project. Our prices are competitive and no job is too big or small. Many colors are available within 1 to 2 business days. Micah and I have nearly 20 years of experience, so we know the industry. And we have professional installers who can get the job done right. We're located at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop for vinyl siding, roofing, and more.
Back here from Radio Arena, 101.7 FM WJSQ. District Championship, last game of this district tournament. And we're knotted up at 14 apiece in the second quarter, 4:49 to be exact left. It's Cleveland's ball under their own goal. Big lob into Salt in the lane. Smith was straight up, but left his feet. They're going to call the foul on Hayden Smith, and it's an and one opportunity for Judah Salt, who now has 8 to lead the Blue Raiders. So it's Back in front for the Blue Raiders. Salt at the line. First attempt today, and he makes it. He's got 9. That might be Cleveland's first free throw altogether, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So here's Monroe, little pump fake, gets free. Baseline jumper is nothing but net there for Tucker Monroe. Steps inside the arc and makes
And that
it.
was a tough shot, too.
That it was. Here's going to be a back screen by Salt. Brooks gets to the elbow, kicks it back out. Long 3 off the mark. Smith's got another big defensive board. He's got 4 of them so far. Here comes Frazier in transition, trying to take a drive against Brooks. Bounce passes into Hester in the lane. Hester too strong off the glass, and Salt pulls down the rebound. Here comes Brooks on the left wing. He'll pop the 3 off the back iron. Long rebound collected here by Caden Hester. Benton County has had some good looks, but they've also had to force several shots. Hester out front. Drive by Monroe. Kicks out to Peak. He'll pop the triple. And it's nothing but nylon for Trent.
There
Peak's
we
first.
go.
Cherokee's back in front by 2 here. 3:45 to play. 19-17. Brooks across the time stripe. Guarded by Hester. Now Frazier's going to pick up Brooks. Those were 2 of the top MVP candidates in the district. Brooks winning the nod. Drive by Hodder. He'll kick to Brooks, who steps behind the arc. His 3 off the mark. Hester with a backside rebound for McMinn County. Cherokee's a chance to pull away at least to their largest lead, up by 2 currently. Coach Casey animated with the call. Now Monroe has it. He'll take it off the dribble, bounce pass out to Peak. A little pump fake, got Gober in the air. Baseline feed to Hester. His 3 this time is rattled in and good. 5 points for the senior. And the Cherokees lead it by 5, their largest of the ball game. 2:50 to go. There's Brooks, gets to the elbow, looking for some help. Gober bails him out. Gober resets. He'll take a deep 3 behind the arc. Rebound pulled down again by Hayden Smith. McMinn County crashing the boards well here this evening. Trent Peak, transition 3. Off the back iron. Hester with a big offensive board. Finds it out to Frazier. Frazier drives inside. Floater is going to be no good, but he's going to get 2 shots and a foul against Judah Salt. The 4th foul. And a great job by Caden Hester crashing the offensive board. Trent Peak's 3 looked good. It just hits off the back iron from his corner perspective. And here comes Reese Frazier to the line. He's 0 for 1 there today after the missed and 1 opportunity. But he will have 2 coming his way here with a 5-point lead for McMinn County. He makes the first one.
You know, you were saying about Coach Casey. I was thinking the exact same thing, how he's animated the sidelines. But the play, you know, really pumps you up when your coach is over there, and you can tell how much that they believe in you and want you to do well.
Frazier converts both at the line. Free throws will be big in a game like this. And he's got 4 points. And there's going to be a foul in the backcourt, though, by Frazier. His first, team second. Frazier family here. Saw several of them walking in behind us earlier. Here's Leaper off the inbounds, takes it all the way in, finds Hyder in the corner. Double pump for Hyder. His 3 no good. Leaper, though, will collect the offensive board and the kick out back to Hyder. Now Salt drives down the lane. A little up and under. Reverse layup for him is good in the front. And Salt's got 11 points. 2:05 to go. Lead for the Cherokees down to 5. Monroe guarded tightly by Hyder. Trying to get rid of it. Gets it to Hester. Smith sets a screen at the free throw line. Hester gets free to the left side. Lays it in off the glass with the right hand. And Cherokees back to 7-point advantage. Quickly, Gober's going to pull a transition 3. Missed it. Smith is not going to be stopped on the rebounding glass currently. He's got his 6th board, and all of them very clutch rebounds. Here's Monroe near corner. Top of the key to Frazier. Guarded there by Hyder. Cherokee still seeing man-to-man defense. Pick and roll here by Smith. Extra pass to Hester. Now it's Peak. Steps inside the arc. It's going to be Frazier up top. Finds Monroe open on the right wing. That 3 rattles out. Thomas pulls down the rebound here. A little too patient there from McMinn County. Now they're going to call Hayden Smith for a weird.
What? happened? I didn't even see
I
a
don't
foul.
know, but he picks up his second. Everybody was moving. Nobody had really stopped. They whistle it dead. So Brooks back into the ball game. He gives a little bump to Reese Frazier as he walks by him. So it's going to be the big man Will Benton checking in, 32. He's a 6'4" sophomore center.
And we didn't get to see Will the other night. So
he will have the task, it looks like, to guard Judah Salt inside. It's going to be Leaper as we approach exactly 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Cherokee's leading at 26-19. Salt with it, left corner. Guarded by Benton. Benton trying to stay down with him. Good defense by Benton. And he gets the board after the miss. There you go, Will Benton. Young man playing well here early. Here's Monroe. Pull up from 15 feet. Nothing but net again.
that is his shot. That's been his most consistent shot this year, is that little jumper driving in the lane and pulling up. It's
9
about the free throw
points.
line.
The lead for the Cherokees. Monroe with 7 of them. Here's Brooks, left wing, and it looks like Cleveland may be content on holding for the last shot. Well, now here's a drive by Brooks. Throws up a prayer, and it bounces up and around, and that one gets the McMinn fans on their feet. That one was a little ticky-tack there. Will Benton's going to pick up his first, team fourth. It's one of those, Brooks created a lot of the contact, and they've tried to stop calling them that way against the defense, but he'll get 2 free throws coming his way. 28-19 is McMinn County's lead. Coach Casey having a friendly conversation with the far side official that made the call.
They're discussing the situation.
I think they're discussing what was in the hospitality room probably.
Oh,
We'll just
that's
go
a
with
good
that.
idea.
It's made a free throw there by Brooks. 16.9 showing on the first half clock here. And Brooks' second one is good as well. He's got 8. 21 points for the Blue Raiders, 28 for McMinn County. Cherokee's going to try to take the last shot. Double teamed at the top was Frazier. No. Monroe's going to take a quick 3. Pete gets a backside rebound, pulls up. Jumper no good. Ball's tipped up. Here comes Cleveland with it. That's going to be a double dribble. Well, it's not going to matter, as McMinn County could not get the final shot to go, but they hold a 7-point lead. Finally took the lead at about the 3:45 mark at 19-17, away from Cleveland, who had the lead at 17-16. And McMinn County able to kind of start hitting some shots. Rebounding has been a big
Evenly matched. Nothing standing out a whole lot to me. You know, Cleveland did shoot 11 3-pointers and not make any, but I don't really think that's one of the strengths of their game.
I would agree. McMinn County, let's look at the individual scoring as McMinn County will get the ball to start the second half. It's Hayden Smith with 4, Tucker Monroe with 7, 3 for Davion Evans, 4 for Reese Frazier, 7 for Caden Hester. That rounds out the individual scoring for the Cherokees. The Blue Raiders are paced by Salt with 11, 8 from Brooks, and 2 from Leaper. Now, I do want to take a minute. Just got reminded through text. Good friend Mayfield, Tennessee, former Lady Cherokee there, as Smith misses the take inside. But Paige Manny just won 4 individual conference championships in track and field. And here's a take by Hester. He's going to get fouled after he picked up a big steal. And so McMinn County is going to get 2 shots.
And Paige Manny, what a wonderful athlete to come out of McMinn County High School. She played basketball and then did track and field, and just so athletic. So it's great to see her succeed at that next level.
And not only did she win the 4 individual conference championships this week in indoor, she also set the national mark. She leads this year's NAIA field by more than a foot in the triple jump at 12.8 meters. So it's the farthest known in NAIA indoor history. So not only just winning a championship, she set a huge national mark. Hester makes the first free throw here, and he converts both of them for McMinn County. So congrats to Paige Manny on a huge conference meet. Let's see, McMinn County up by 9. Here's going to be an offensive foul. There it is, Reese Frazier. He's going to be the one to put his body on the line here. Cherokee's up by 9, ties their largest lead. It's going to be Hyder's first foul, team second. And you got Leeper that's got 3 fouls for him. And so with a timeout on the floor by Cleveland, they trail it 30 for McMahon, 21 for the Blue Raiders. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Did you know that All Things Exterior is your one-stop shop for energy-efficient metal roofing, vinyl siding, windows, doors, decking, gutters, and more? Basically, if it involves the exterior of your home, we can help. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. For nearly 20 years, Micah and I have been honored to help with your construction and home improvement projects. Whether you need 1 sheet of metal or 100, we appreciate your business. We offer quick turnaround, competitive pricing, and professional installation. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop.
Back here from
Now's
Raider
the best
Arena.
time to take precautions against the flu. Madison Avenue.
Back here from Raider Arena, it's going to be McMinn County ball after the timeout called by Cleveland. It's Hester in the backcourt with it, guarded there by Hyder. He'll now get it over to Evans out there with Frazier, Monroe, and Smith. Cleveland has Leeper, Thomas, Hyder, Brooks, and Salt. They're starting 5. Monroe's 15-footer no good. Rebound battled for. It's going to go out of bounds off of Salt. He's upset with it, but that was the right call.
Well, we're getting back the one that they gave them
There you
earlier.
go.
See, there's our payback. Almost the same spot, too.
Aim to the floor. See Joe Young breathe a sigh of relief on that one across the gym.
He looks nervous.
He does. Might be biting the fingernails over there with 7 minutes to go in the third. Here's Davion Evans right down the lane, and he gets to the left side and gets his 5th point. Again, Davion Evans pushes the Cherokee lead to their largest, 32-21. If he's even, he's leaving. That ball looked like it hit back court, but no whistle. Now Frazier just barely misses the steal in front of Brooks. Had his hand on it, but Brooks able to bobble it. He'll hand it off to Leeper. Leeper gets it right to Hyder, back from Hyder. Now Hyder has it on the left side. Hyder drives inside. Layup on the left side is good for Alex Hyder, his first field goal of the night. 32-23. Down to a 9-point game. Here's Evans, top of the key, gets it to Monroe, who circles it around to the near side. Hester inside the arc, drops it back. Frazier open for a 3. It caroms off the back of the rim. Salt pulls in the rebound here. Quickly up the floor, they found Hyder. Hyder, his 3-pointer in the far corner is good, and Alex Hyder has back-to-back field goals. And it's down to a 6-point advantage for McMinn County. Big offensive possession here. Would like to get another one. And Coach Casey is going to get the call for the timeout here as they got it stuck on the far side. Cherokee's leading at 32-26 with 5:45 to go. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Now's the best time to take precautions against the flu. Madison Avenue Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy, has both a standard flu vaccine and the new high-dose flu vaccine recommended for patients aged 65 and older who may have weaker immune systems. With a twindemic of both COVID-19 and flu expected this season, it's also a good time to sign up for the new bivalent Moderna booster. Madison Avenue Pharmacy, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 on Saturday, 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and to care.
They just got here.
Evans to key it in on the side. Monroe catches the inbounds, guarded by Salt. Here comes Frazier from the right wing. Hyder just ran right into him, and now they're going to get an offensive foul on McMinn County. Say an illegal pick on Davion Evans.
Wow.
At least no offense to Davion, but glad it went on him. It's only his first.
Right. Yeah, I think you got to be looking for that foul. I mean, you know.
It was so far away from the ball.
So far away from the ball. I don't know about that.
Coach Casey giving a little side-eye look at the official trying to get an explanation.
You've been waiting to throw the side eye in, and you got it in. Good job.
Here's Brooks trapped at half court, but he's able to get it over to Salt. Right side, Leeper gets it into Thomas, and Monroe, quick hand, strips it. Leeper, though, comes back with it. Extra pass over to Hyder. Hyder's 3, no good. Monroe gets the rebound in front of Thomas. Here comes Monroe up the middle of the court. Pulls up with the floater. It's short off the rim. Smith trying to battle for the board. And McMinn County will have to get another stop here. Leading it by 6. Here's Brooks. Euro step in the lane. Frazier right there with him. Good defense, but Brooks gets it on board. Frazier came down that time, and no, that one could have been called. Here's Brooks with another offensive board. So back-to-back offensive boards for Jason Brooks. Gets him into double figures on the putback. We're down to a 4-point game. now they get a foul on Arion Thomas, his second, team third. A lot of transition fouls happening, it feels like. 32-28. Maine County moving from our right to our left. They have it on their home end. Technically the visitor end here, but they are credited as being the home team wearing the uniforms. Here's Evans. Catches it all the way in the backcourt near the Cleveland free throw line. 4:43 to play, third quarter action. Evans behind the back. Thought about the three, now looking for some help. Gets it to Frazier. Frazier avoids the contact, gets the touch off the glass.
Great ball control there.
Looked like Leeper was going to be able to take the charge, but Frazier pulls up short and makes the little bank off the glass to give them back up by 6. Bounce pass to Salt. Quick feed up to Thomas. Thomas on the perimeter. Skip pass to Brooks near wing. Brooks pulls up in the lane. Jumper no good. Hester gets the board. His 4th of the night for McMinn County. Here comes Evans. Hands it off to Frazier. Frazier working across to Hester. Hester will back it up and reset. Guarded by Brooks. Evans with 4 minutes to go. Third quarter action near the midcourt line. Now he'll make a move to the right. Evans between the legs. Pull back on the three. In and out it goes. Looked good the whole way, but Hyder clears up the defensive glass for Cleveland. Hyder trying to go coast to coast, and now they're going to get a foul on the floor. That was the correct call. Cleveland
it was the
upset
correct
with
call.
It. But Monroe picks up his first. And Trent Peak's going to come in for Davion Evans. It's the team's second of the half. Lately, we have seen that called a continuation foul, but it didn't get called that time, thankfully for the Cherokees. Now they're waiting on Reese Frazier to tuck his jersey in. They pick the weirdest times to decide when to tell him to tuck the jersey in. Hyder went up for the shot and traveled with it and gets the bucket and the floater inside. It's back to a 4-point advantage for McMinn County. Quickly, though, Frazier answers on the other end of the floor. Nobody stopped him, and he got back quickly. 6-point lead. Here comes Brooks down the lane. That's going to be a blocking foul. Trent Peak had been set there for at least 10 seconds waiting.
Did they give him the bucket?
And apparently they do. I didn't even see the ball go in.
Well, I didn't ever see the referee signal that they were giving it to him.
They've still not. Well, yeah, they did give it to him on the scoreboard. So Brooks at the line, and he makes it, and it's down to a 3-point game as Brooks makes the and one opportunity. Trent Peak got his foul, team third. Here's Frazier out front, gets it to Smith on the roll, gets to the right side and free for the layup. Smith's got 6. 38-33. 5-point game, Leeper in control of it for Cleveland, guarded by Peak. Gets by Peak, goes into the lane. Hester tries to take the charge, but they pass it off to Thomas, who gets his first field goal inside. Now quickly, Smith answers back on the other end, trading baskets. Woo! Back and forth we go. And so the Cherokees up by 5. 40-35, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Leeper, corner 3 is good. Leeper's got 5, and it's going to be a quick timeout here on the floor. McMinn County leading it by 2.
It's a full timeout.
It's going to be a full 60-second timeout. We'll be back in 60.
At Capstar Bank.
Did to the Cleveland girls against McMinn County the other day, kind of slowed their momentum down. Hester gets it into Peak here. Peak across the time stripe against Leeper. Looking to the right side, gets it over to Frazier. Frazier getting a screen from Smith. Frazier pulls up behind the screen, got fouled on the shot, didn't let him come down as Thomas. And so that one's going to be the third on Arion Thomas, the team 4th. 2:11 to go, and Reese Frazier, he had to elevate big time to even get that shot attempt off, but Thomas not letting him come down in his at least established area. Draws the foul. Frazier makes the first free throw. 2:11 to go, 3-point game. Frazier, a big deep breath, couple of dribbles.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's gotten to go out. I'm not
It's
sure
been
he's checked
very
out. Sparse.
If any, it's been for a brief, probably 30 seconds. Evans back in, replacing Tucker Monroe. Camden Gober's going to come back in for Arion Thomas, who's got 3. They've got Leeper, who's still out there with 3 fouls. So if you're McMinn County, maybe a guard, try to take it at Leeper a little bit there. And Frazier converts all 3
We'll
free
take
throws.
it.
He's at 11 points here from McMinn County. It's back to a 5-point game, 43-38, 2:05 to play, third quarter. Still a lot of basketball left. Salt sets a screen for Leeper. Leeper takes it all the way in off the glass, no good. And then Leeper catches it out of bounds. Salt's upset about that one, but his teammate called it out of bounds, so that one will send it Cherokee's way. Here comes Evans with it up the floor. Behind the back dribble. Now tries to take Leeper on. Bounce pass into Hayden Smith. Somehow got it to him. Now a backdoor cut by Frazier is good.
Assist to Hayden Smith there.
That was an outstanding pass by Smith, who had to chase it to the perimeter. Now it's back to a 7-point game, 45-38. Here's Brooks inside the arc. Now back behind it. Frazier right there with him. Brooks going to the right side. Hester tried to take the charge. It affected the shot enough, and Hayden Smith's got another board. Here comes Frazier racing up the floor over to Smith. He'll pop the triple at the top. Banks it home.
Oh, my.
He's into double figures, and it's back to a 10-point, at 10 points.
Let's keep
County's
this
been
going.
up by 11, so one shy of their largest lead. Now they're going to get a foul here against Hayden Smith, working against Salt. That's going to be the third on Hayden Smith, team fourth. Will Benton's going to come back and replace him. Hey, good job, though, by Hayden Smith. Had a big assist right there a moment ago to Reese Frazier on the backdoor cut. Thing of beauty was that one. And puts them up. They're 48-38 score with 1:03 left in the third. Leeper in the backcourt with it. Trent Peak picks him up. Leeper, cross-court pass over to Hyder. Hyder's 3 is good. He's got 10, and it's 48-41. Hester spins into the lane, got it. And now they're going to get no argument from Randy Casey on that one, but they're going to say he pushed him in the back, I guess. But it's going to be Tucker Monroe coming back in for for Caden Hester, who missed a layup inside right there. 7-point game after the made 3-pointer. Cleveland with the ball here. Leeper on the right wing. Got to know where Alex Hyder is. He hit 2 threes here in the third quarter. Now Brooks' layup no good. Ball's loose. Brooks somehow keeps a handle on it and gets the touch off the glass. He's leading the Blue Raiders with 13. 5-point game once again. 25 seconds to go. Third quarter action here. Been a lot more scoring in this third period by both teams. It's Frazier with it from the C logo at midcourt. Everyone from McMinn County on the baseline. Here comes Benton to set a high screen. Pick and roll. Benton gets free for the layup, and it's good. It's going to be a goaltending, but Will Benton's going to get his first field goal on the pick and roll.
Now, how many goaltendings have we seen this year? That's the first one I remember.
I think there was one maybe at William Blunt, but maybe not.
Okay.
But I don't know that was even called in. Here's a heave at the buzzer. Well, Brooks just fires it from behind midcourt. He could have dribbled a couple of more times, but we're 8 minutes away from deciding this championship. And the Cherokees lead at 50-43. We'll have the start of the fourth quarter when we come back. Back in 60 seconds.
At Simmons Bank, community matters.
Here, Cherokees lead at 50-43. Cleveland's ball out of the quarter break. It'll be Salt, Leeper, Hyder, Gober, and Brooks. For McMinn County, it's going to be Davion Evans, Reese Frazier, Tucker Monroe, Trent Peak, and Hayden Smith. Here's Brooks around the screen, trying to go all the way in. Blocked from behind by Reese Frazier. Evans picks up the rebound. Evans all the way in, goes up and under, and he had guys in front of him and still made it. 7 points by Davion Evans. 52-43. Here comes Leaper in transition. Leaper throws up a prayer, missed it. Trent Peak pulls down the board. Cherokees pushing the pace. Now they'll reset. Monroe out front, over to Evans. He's got a clear path in. Instead, he'll send it to Peak. Frazier passes up the three. He goes up strong and blocked out of bounds by Hyder. Hyder's got at least probably 5 or 6 blocks tonight.
I think I've seen more blocks in this game than we've had all year.
Caden Hester's going to check in for Trent Peak. Good job by Trent Peak battling Leaper for the board down here on the defensive end. Give him credit for that one. 9-point game. McMinn County's ball underneath. It looks like Tucker Monroe and the official cleaning up some moisture on the floor. Still a minute play to go here through the fourth quarter. We're at 7:18 to be exact.
And we got Raymond Dills throwing in a towel for him to clean the floor. And we want to mention he was part of that 90-91 team. He was the manager for that team.
You talk about a guy that's seen a lot of McMinn County history. Raymond Dills has been on the bench for a lot of Cherokee basketball history.
And he can remember some big moments.
Oh, yes, he can. Him and Johnny Kaufman, I'm sure, could write a book together or tell some stories that would be outstanding.
That's right.
Hester's going to be the guy to inbound it here for the Cherokees. Monroe, 6 feet behind the three-point line, and it's nothing but net. Tucker Monroe into double figures for the Cherokees, 55-43, and there's a foul here on McMinn County's Davion Evans, it looks like. 12-point lead, the largest for McMinn County. Evans is going to pick up his second, team 6. So the Cherokees with 6 team fouls right now. Cleveland with only 4. Leaper in control. We're still, as we now approach 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Leaper takes it to the far wing, trying to work against Evans. Gets inside. Hester was there but couldn't get the block. Leaper has got his 7th point of the night in the first of the fourth quarter for Cleveland. Down to a 10-point game, though. I don't imagine Randy Casey is the kind to want to hold the ball, but no shot clock, we'll see. Cleveland's also a tough team to try to hold the ball against. Baseline pass from Monroe is picked off here by Brooks. Brooks up racing into the paint, and he gets the lay-in. Uncontested there, he's at 15. 8-point game. 6:25 to go. Evans out front near the circle. Looking to his left. He's got Salt on him. That's got to be an advantage for him. If he can take it off the dribble, he goes reverse layup off the glass bucket and the foul. Davion Evans wheeling his way into making that shot. Arion Thomas is going to pick up his 4th, team 5th. Davion Evans 1 point from being in double figures. And that was a huge take right there. Amy, you've talked about it, how quick he is off the dribble.
Yeah, and I was surprised that he was coming in from the left, so I thought he'd go up left-handed, but he switched and, went around and did a reverse with his right hand. Tough shot.
Took on Salt and Thomas at the same time once he got to that reverse part. And Evans misses the free throw. This one tipped out of bounds by Hester, working against Salt. And so Cherokee's 10-point lead with 6:10 to go. Here's Evans guarding Leaper. Salt right there on Evans' hip, trying to set a screen. Now he'll set it for Brooks against Frazier. Brooks, left side of the lane, just loses the handle on it. Brooks, a little tap of the chest to his bench, knew that he calls that one himself. Here comes Monroe trying to get it inbound. Gets to Smith in the near corner. Thomas on him with 4 fouls. Feeds it across the lane. It's going to go out of bounds off of Cleveland's Judah Salt, who came flying in. Salt very athletic. Cleveland full of athletic players, and McMinn County as well, of course. But Cleveland a very athletic, long team to play against. Here's Frazier over to Smith. Smith back out to Monroe. Another deep triple for Monroe. Comes off to the front. Salt pulls down the rebound here. Up Brooks. Sends it to Leaper. Leaper inside, working against Evans. Extra pass out to Thomas. He'll take the long 3. Missed it. Rebound pulled in by Hayden Smith. Up it goes to Frazier. Now in transition, it's to Hester. Hester trying to work it inside. Now he'll get it out near corner. Monroe for another 3. This one goes down and out. Hyder pulls in the rebound for the Blue Raiders. Leaper quickly on the offensive end of the floor with it. between the legs. Now goes to the right of Evans. Loses the handle on it, and it's going to go out of bounds to McMinn County. So back-to-back turnovers by the Blue Raiders on their offensive end. Still still sitting at a 10-point lead for McMinn County, 57-47. 5 minutes to go. Looking for their first district championship in 32 years. Evans calling for help as he's double-teamed up top. Got held by Brooks, no call. Nice feed over to Smith. The assist to Davion Evans as Smith gets to 13 points. 59-47. Ties the largest lead. Here's Hyder in transition, though. Hyder, a little spin move. His little floater in the lane, no good. Smith nearing the double-double. And now they throw it away. McMinn County with the turnover. Sailed over Monroe. 4:36.
This is one of those times just the clock can't move quick enough. Every time I look, I'm like, why isn't it lower? Why isn't it lower?
Feels like we've played 8 minutes already, but it stands at 4:36.
Well, it's just so fast paced. There's just so much happening all the time. There's not a lot of dead time.
Evans will check out for a breather. Trent Peak in. He's got Leaper. Top of the key, Brooks, little pump fake, now goes inside the arc. Back out front, it comes to Leaper. He goes inside. Caden Hester, got his hand in the passing lane, but Cleveland ends up with it. Three-pointer off the mark as Leaper pulls down an offensive board. It hits his foot. Frazier on the floor with Brooks. Brooks comes away with it somehow. Euro step in the lane, and Brooks, after all that, gets to 17 points. 59-49, and the Blue Raiders want to talk it over. It's 4:11 to play. Cherokees lead at 59-49 with timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Now,
Blue Raiders. It's McMinn County up 59-49. They've got the ball. Trent Peak got double teamed and he's by it. They overplayed him. Peak trying to go all the way in, lays it up on the right side. Coast to coast for his 5th point. 61-49. Ball got loose for a minute. Leaper rebounds with it. Here's Hyder. His three off the mark. Monroe boxes out L.J. Adams for a big rebound there. It's going to be Frazier with the ball. Under 3:45 to go. Back to a 12-point game. Cherokees have been at that mark now 3 times. Frazier bumped there by Salt. No call. Salt's out of his shoe. Here comes Frazier. Gets a screen from the shoe. Here comes Hester around the top of the key. Gets it over to Monroe. Back to Hester. Goes baseline. He's cut off on a double team. Back out front. Frazier has to sky for the pass. 3:20 to go. And now the official's going to call the timeout since McMinn County
That's probably
delayed
a good
it.
idea. Because you could turn an ankle on that. I mean, we don't want anybody to get hurt here.
Yep. And so it's going to be inbounded. And because Frazier kind of took it back near midcourt, it allowed the official to say, hey, I'm going to stop it. But a lot of times you'll see the opposing team just pick it up and throw it out of the way. So sometimes that happens, but nothing there. Hester out. Davion Evans back in for the Cherokees. 3:18 to go, leading at 61-49. First time they've been back in this championship game since 2011, so a 12-year hiatus for them. Now here comes Evans, gets all the way to the rim. This foul is finally going to get called as it's going to be L.J. Adams that went up with him. And yes, that is going to be L.J. Adams' first foul, team 6th. And so Davion Evans is going to go to the line. Can't really single out any one Cherokee for the way they have played in this game thus far.
They've all contributed in one way or another.
Davion Evans has been one of those guys just willing himself to the rim. Makes the first free throw here. And he gives up, this is not a knock on Davion Evans. He just gives up a lot of size to some of these bigger athletic teams. Right. But he has got such a step and can create. And
he's got a pretty
good
vertical. I don't know his vertical, but I'd say it's pretty good.
He's right up there with them every time. Evans, second free throw, no good here, though. But he's got 10 points into double figures.
Got to keep our intensity up here.
Here's Leaper, back to Brooks. Brooks behind the back dribble, now trying to take it down the left side against Peak. A little pump fake, got free, but he misses the bunny inside. Smith pulls down his 10th board of the night, double-double for Hayden Smith. All-district player of the year showing up here in the championship. Evans.
Yep.
It's going to be a timeout by McMinn County. They had trouble getting it across.
Almost a 10-second call. It was getting pretty close.
Yep. So it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll just stay here with you through this one. As McMinn County leading at 62-49 with 2:37 to go. We'll stick around after this. Of course, we'll bring you some stats and everything here in the postgame. Well, not as much maybe because they're in the opposite district now. So we'll see. Here's McMinn County's ball out of the timeout. Frazier gets it into Monroe, guarded here by Salt. Monroe backs it up, gets it over to Frazier. Exactly 2.5 to play. Hyder all over Frazier. Frazier trying to go inside against him. Instead, back out to Evans. Might see a little stall tactics here is what it's looking like. Evans with the ball. Trying to go to the right. He's free of Hyder if he wanted to go all the way in, but they're just going to burn some clock here. 2:10 to play. Frazier out front. Got to think Cleveland's going to start fouling at some point. Here's Frazier. They got Hayden Smith wide open on the baseline, but it's 2 minutes left. They're going to keep burning it. Baseline, Peak. Bounces it right out to Judah Salt. McMinn County didn't have anyone near that one. Now Evans gets his hand on the ball in front of Salt. Wasn't looking. Big steal by Davion Evans. Great job by the senior guard. Monroe in the front court. 1:40. That clock just running as slow as it possibly can here. Cherokee's up 62-49. Cleveland still trying to foul right there, but not getting the whistle. Here's Frazier over to Monroe, playing keep away. Monroe finds Peak on the far wing. High post feed to Frazier. Frazier out to Evans. Cleveland not looking to foul.
You'd think they'd foul. It's 13 points.
It's a 13-point game, and Cherokee faithful on the other side of the gym, starting to stand on their feet on the near side as well. And finally,
there we got the foul.
Coach Tucker had been yelling for Cleveland to foul for the last 30 seconds, and Cleveland fans are packing it up. They are making their way to the exits here. That foul was on L.J. Adams, his second, team seventh, so it's going to send Trent Peak at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
We got to knock these down, though.
Trent Peak makes the first
Security,
one.
That's what I'm going to call this. It's like an
It's an insurance policy. There we go.
And we all need lots of insurance.
That's it. 14-point lead for the Cherokees. Second one by Peak is good. Just a matter of letting the final 68 seconds roll away here. Cherokees on the verge of going back-to-back in the regular season and picking up their first district championship in 32 years. Here's a drive by Brooks. Layup no good, and he's going to get a foul shot here at the end. Only 7 seconds ran off that clock.
I don't know about that foul.
Evans is going to pick up his third, team seventh, and so Brooks is going to step to the line. 1:01 to play, 64-49 here from Raider Arena. Number 1 seed Cherokees against the number 2 seeded Blue Raiders on their home court. Brooks misses the front end. Or it was a 2-shot foul anyway, but this is big also for McMinn County because the way this district decided it, if they win on Saturday, they get to play at home on Saturday as the final 61 seconds are going. If this holds, which it should with 1:01 to go, but Cherokees will get to host on Saturday. Here's a fast break dunk. Hayden Smith is going to tomahawk slam it home for 15 points to lead the Cherokees. And it's a 16-point advantage, their largest of the night, with an emphatic slam, and there's another foul inside.
I guess the referees thought we need to call some more ticky-tack fouls against McMinn here in this last minute.
Hester gets his first, team 8. Coach Randy Casey with a huge grin on his face on the far side, his second year at the helm here at McMinn County, and he is 42.9 seconds away from his ball club picking up the district tournament title. Brooks makes the first one here.
This is when all those practices, all that time in the weight room, this is where it pays off right here.
And it has been a true team effort here tonight. Brooks makes both of them. He's got 20 to lead all scorers. 42.9, and they're going to foul Davion Evans. Let's see. L.J. Adams going to pick up. Well, they've got it at his second, but it's definitely his third because he got a foul against Davion Evans earlier and then picked up one a minute ago. So Evans is at the line. Everybody from McMinn County other than Evans is in the backcourt guarding Hyder. 40 seconds exactly to play. 66-52. Evans makes the first one. Gober into the ball game here. Here's Evans. Evans, couple of dribbles, taking his time. And he misses it. No damage done, though. Now Frazier just barely misses the steal. It goes out of bounds, though, off of Monroe's foot. You got to think it's going to be tough to decide who's going to be the district tournament MVP, but there's a host of Cherokees that could do it. Now the lob into Salt, got behind the defense. McMinn County just gives up an easy bucket. But this one is just moments away. Cleveland not looking to foul now, down by 13. And the Cherokees, with 20 seconds remaining in this one, are on the verge of picking up their first district tournament title in 32 years. You go back to 1990-91 season. Ron Baker was the coach, Ronnie McMahon, and that ball club picked up a big win. But it's the Cherokees here as we go final, and they win it 67-54 over the Cleveland Blue Raiders here. And what a huge team win this is. The Cherokees will be at home on Saturday night, but it also guarantees that they will be hosting the second and third round of the region if they can win on Saturday, which is huge. They don't have to travel to Cleveland anymore.
No, this is awesome. What a great team effort. Just like you said, so many Cherokees contributed. Points, rebounds, taking a charge, just everything.
Just an outstanding effort. Everybody buying in. You got Will Benton that's talking to Coach Hahn, walking back right there. Think about his minutes when Hayden Smith got some foul trouble there. Huge for Will Benton to come in as a sophomore in this type of energy environment here and pick up quality minutes here. Again, Cherokees win at 67-54, a big 13-point victory here from McMinn County as they still are celebrating on the floor on this historic win for them as they are back, bringing back the championship plaque to Athens after tonight.
If I could direct your attention to the athletic director, Al Morris. He will be presenting our plaques tonight. First of all, our runner-ups of the District 5 4A championship, the Cleveland High School Blue Raiders. Your champions, the McMinn County Cherokees. A big congratulations to all the teams that participated in the district tournament. All the teams that participated. And now for our boys basketball all-district tournament team, if you are here, we are asking that you come to the scores table to get your plaque and take a picture on the floor. From Ooltewah High School, Bello Chapman. From Howard, Jalen Taylor. From Ray County, Bryce Dupree. From Walker Valley, Cash Coates. And from Walker Valley, Caleb Salzfield. Also from McMinn County, Caden Hester. From McMinn County, Tucker Monroe. From Cleveland High School, Jason Brooks. From Cleveland High School, Judah Saul. MVP goes to Hayden Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for all of these young men who played their hearts out this past week. This is your district, all-district tournament team.
Deserving.
So outstanding job for the Cherokees. Hester gets the nod to the all-tournament team after not making the regular season team, but the Cherokees placed 4 on the all-tournament team, including Hayden Smith with a 15-point, 10-rebound night, and kind of slammed that home on the MVP award with that tomahawk slam down at the end of that one. And so congratulations to that young man.
And I think we can expect that'll end up on some kind of Facebook highlight reel somewhere.
There's somebody that got a better angle than we even had of it down there, so it will end up out there in social media world for sure. Amy, you've got some final team numbers for us real quick.
Yes, rebounds, McMinn with 32, Cleveland with 33. 2-point field goals, McMinn was 20 of 39 for 51%. Cleveland was 19 of 37 for 51%. 3-point field goals, McMinn 5 of 15 for 33%. Cleveland 3 of 18 for 17%. Free throws, McMinn was 12 of 16 for 75%. Cleveland was 7 of 8 for 88%. And then turnovers, McMinn with 8, Cleveland with 11.
So Cherokee, I mean, they rebounded well. That's one key we talked about coming in. Coach Casey talked about it after that win in Athens. If they're even on reboundings, they're going to beat a lot of teams. And right there, only losing it by 1, it looks like. And because they get a lot of shots off compared to a lot of other teams. So they do what they need to do here in the district tournament title. Again,
and we
32 years.
Right, and we never got rattled. You know, even when they
definitely
would start trying to come back and, like, bridge that gap, we just continued to do the little things, and then we're able to stretch that lead even more.
You saw a veteran group. Reese Frazier, Trent Peak, kind of the underclassmen out there, Will Benton. But you had that 4 with Smith, Monroe, Evans, and Hester really kind of buckle everybody down and lead this team through this championship run. And it paid off for them. I mean, they did what they needed to.
And I can't wait to see what's going to happen Saturday night. And
let's talk about that real quick as Coach Casey is making his way up. He's getting mobbed by everybody, but he is coming to talk to us. I'm making sure of that. But McMinn County, they will welcome a Shelbyville team that they faced off in the first round over in Shelbyville last year. That team has only won a couple of games all year, so you like the odds. You can't overlook a Shelbyville team like that. But the Cherokees, if they can win on Saturday night, we'll have that. It's 7 o'clock Eastern at home on Saturday against Shelbyville. The Golden Eagles will come to town. Then they get to host. You get to host the next game and then the next one. You're going to play host no matter what, even if you lost again on the second round game. But if you win Saturday, you get to host the rest of the region tournament, which means everybody's coming to Athens, which is huge for you as a ball club, as a coaching staff, as a school. You get your home fans into it as well. So that's an outstanding opportunity for them as Coach Randy Casey still trying to make his way up to us. Chris Sharp talking to him right there, but looks like he's going to run back across the court just real quick. But On the other side, it's going to be Cleveland. They will welcome Coffee County to this arena on Saturday night as the 3 seed coming across from District 6. Again, Walker Valley will travel to number 1 seed Warren County on the other side. Franklin County is the number 2 seed. They will welcome Bradley Central to town. Again, talking about the girls real quick, we will have them on Friday night at Coffee County. It's 8 o'clock Eastern. It's 7 o'clock Central Time. So we will have that broadcast from Coffee County over there in Manchester, Tennessee. Tyler Sauceman will join me for that broadcast. Also, if McMinn County can win that one, they would face off against Cleveland or Franklin County on the girls' side. And that second round, assuming Bradley Central does what they do and win on the girls' side, Bradley Central would host the second and semifinals and the finals of the region championship from across the town here in Cleveland. Back here from Raider Arena, Randy Casey, he's got about 3 water bottles. He might not have a voice to talk to us.
You think he's that thirsty?
I think he is, or he's bringing us a celebratory water up here. We're covered, but no Gatorade baths in the basketball world, but I'm sure he would have enjoyed it if he could have taken one. But he's talking to several parents on their way up, but we're going to grab him here. Again, the Cherokees win their first district championship in 32 years, beating Cleveland 67-54.
I was there for that one too, Jared. Were you there?
I was not.
I was in the student
not even
section.
in Athens.
That was my senior year. We ended up going to the state tournament that year, won their first game, and then lost to the eventual champion.
You start thinking about it. 32 years, that's 3 decades. When you say it that way, it's even longer, it seems. But the man that is of the hour, and I know where all the credit is going to go from him, but, Coach, we texted back and forth earlier today. I don't know how nervous you were, but I can tell you how nervous I was, and all I'm doing is broadcasting the game. So it's not like I had big shoes to do anything, except for Johnny Kaufman's listening at home, so I know you'll have a text from him. But, Coach, congratulations. Second year, you beat this team on their home floor after not a great game against them earlier in the season. So you kind of squash all that, and you guys come out and a true huge team win tonight.
No question. And again, our guys have continued to just chip away, get better and better and better and better and better. And, it's you read, and our guys look at all that crap and they read the newspaper and they look at the internet and all that stuff. And they're like, where are we at? Where are we at? I said, boys, we're at the end is where it matters, where we're at. And, I can't say enough about my kids. They're just wonderful kids. They're so easy to coach. We have bumps every now and then in the road, but overall, these guys they make my job easy, and I just told them, I said, thank you guys for making me look good, and I mean that, So, today at school it was crazy. I teach right beside, allegedly teach right beside Bo Cagle, right? And so, and that goes for me and him both. And anyway, we talked a little bit, but everybody else at school, it was like I was a pitcher, going into the 9th inning with no hitter. Nobody talked to me. Yep. And I'm like, this is freaking me out. Where is everybody's like, hey man, I said, somebody please come here and talk to me a minute. Y'all making me crazy. I'm like, dang, I don't have a no hitter or a perfect game. Y'all come, but I think my assistant coaches were more nervous than me. Jay was texting me at 1:30 in the morning and then again at 5. He said, Coach, we're going to do this. I said, no, we're not. We're fine. Just chill. We're okay. And then it's just I don't know what else to say other than, we're not done. We're not done. And our kids weren't aware that now we get the whole regions at our place. Yep. And, so everything's lining up like we wanted it to. We couldn't ask for it to be any more in line than we wanted it to. I guess that means what? Shelbyville on Saturday night.
We'll be right there with the courtside.
Okay. And then after that, it's probably, honestly, the Final Four is going to be from our district. That's my opinion. I may be wrong, so there may be a surprise, but I think the Final Four, it'll be the same old usual suspects again, like it was right here.
And we talked about it the other night after the girls' game. We stuck around after the Ooltewah game. Me and you were chatting. It could very well be you and Cleveland playing in the region final at your place coming up.
No
question. That could be huge.
That's what I just told Reggie, and I talked, and he said, I've been telling people all year, it's you guys and us are the best 2 teams in the region. And when we shook hands right there, I said, well, I guarantee we'll see each other again. He said, I think we will too. So, and you know what, if we can say right now today, I'll do it and he will too, sign that deal for us and them in the finals, let's go play,
In Athens.
At our place this time, yes, at our place. So
let's talk a little bit. Amy alluded to it just before you got up here. This team never looked rattled. Even when Cleveland started to make a little bit of a run late, it looked like your seniors, and even with Frazier and Peak out there as well, Will Benton had some great minutes in reserve for Hayden Smith tonight, who was district MVP of the all-tournament team. But they never got rattled, really buckled down.
No question. That's what you got when you got 4 seniors out there that have, for 2 years we've put them through the ringer, whether it be in practice or playing anybody we can play that can play. We're not playing whoever. We're trying to play the best competition we have. You guys, our record, what are we now?
22-8.
22-8. We could fix that, and it could be 20. It could be 27-2 or whatever. We could do that, but we're trying to play the best people to get us ready for this. And hopefully to make a run. So, but our senior, we've been there, and all my guys were good, and they come into the huddle and then timeouts and in the middle of the quarters because we got this, we're okay, we're fine, and I knew they were, And at the end of the third quarter, I put nothing on the board other than I said, boys, 8 minutes, that's all, And they said, Coach, we got this. We can do anything for 8 minutes. Let's go.
One couple of guys. I mean, it's hard to highlight them when you have 4 guys in double figures. Davion Evans had a night getting to the rim against a lot of bigger, more physical guys than he is, but he can jump with them and he can create at the rim. And then Hayden Smith, one of the best rebounding games I've seen from him that I've got to call this year. I know he's had several great games, but a double-double for him gets him that MVP of the tournament.
No question. We set goals for him all the time, and I talk about goals every game. And I said, Smitty, you got to have 12 and 12 tonight. If you have 12 and 12, we win. And I said, if you have that, we win and probably win big. And I said, in our goal as a team, I said, well, all we got to do is be +5 in the rebound category. If we get 5 more rebounds than them, we're going to beat them by double digits. And I think that's what happened.
Well, Coach, you're going to celebrate this one for a couple of days, but then you got Shelbyville coming to town, a team you played last year. Kind of know what to expect with them coming to town, but you can't overlook a team like Shelbyville either.
Oh, no question. We'll enjoy it, but we'll dig in here in a day or two, and start watching film. And like you say, we're not going to take anybody lightly. We respect everybody. We fear nobody. So that's kind of our motto. And I couldn't be prouder of my kids, my assistant coaches. Just everything is in place for us to be great. Our principal, our AD, everybody is. I couldn't have a better situation to coach. I'm happy, and all I do is coach my team, and nobody bothers me, which is wonderful as a coach.
Well, Coach, we're going to let you get back to your team and celebrate this historic win. I mean, 32 years, back-to-back regular season titles. You got 4 guys that were named to the all-district team in the regular season. You got 4 named to the all-tournament, including the MVP, and 2-time Coach of the Year, but now district tournament champions, and a chance to keep playing at home in the region tournament coming up. So congrats.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And, you see I got 3 bottles of water. I'm not that thirsty. They got me the other night with water, so I got the ammunition. I'm getting them right
there.
There
it is.
They don't know it yet. They don't know it yet, but I'm coming at them right here.
Well, I thought maybe you yelled enough, but you didn't really have to tonight.
No,
but nonetheless, well, Coach, go celebrate with the team. We'll see you on Saturday
night.
Guys. Congrats,
Thanks.
Coach.
Thanks. Okay.
So, Amy, we talked about it. Such a huge win for this program and what he's been able to accomplish in his 2 years here, and he's got a team that buys in, as he just did. He gave all the credit to the team, and they're the ones out there playing on the floor.
And it's an exciting team to watch.
It
so
is.
I hope we see a lot of people from Athens and the surrounding area come out Saturday night at 7
That is
at McMinn.
It
doesn't get much better than that.
As long as they win on Saturday, they will still be at home. So that's huge for the seniors. They get to play the rest of their career at home. And, if they make it so far, they get to go to Murfreesboro to play for a state championship, but a lot of games between now and then. What a thrilling game here from Raider Arena, where the Cherokees pick up the district tournament championship after winning the regular season. Win it 67-54 over Cleveland. Here, I think that was the final score. I've already thrown my sheet somewhere else.
That's correct.
It's correct. You got yours right there. But great team win here against the host Blue Raiders. And so the Cherokees will be at home on Saturday night at 7 Eastern against Shelbyville. We'll have that broadcast for you right here. I'll let Chris and Amy decide who gets to join me on that one. But
I don't know. I might be the good luck, so
hey,
it might need to be me.
It might. I know Skidmore was here tonight, so we'll have to give him at least partial credit. But on Friday night, again, the Lady Cherokees, it'll be an 8 o'clock Eastern, so an hour later than what we're normally doing there. But it'll be myself and Tyler Sauceman over there following the Lady Cherokees at Coffee County. So it's a 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central tip-off. We'll have that broadcast for you here as well on WJSQ. But again, the girls 8 o'clock on Friday, boys 7 o'clock on Saturday from Athens against Shelbyville. So that'll go ahead and wrap up our broadcast. Appreciate Amy McPhail being by my side tonight for this outstanding basketball district championship won by the Cherokees here in Cleveland. Thank you to Handsome Dan back at the station, all of our sponsors. I want to thank you, a big thank you to Johnny Kaufman. I got a correction. Johnny mentioned Ronnie graduated in 90 and was already at Vandy. So that's what he said, but we'll see.
I disagree, Johnny.
Uh-oh.
We'll have to text.
We'll see.
He graduated with me.
So 91. Either way, 32 years, huge